It was a best of 5, and the grand finals were between SlackerS and the Viper Squad. And those are two of the best teams to ever play the game. And they ended up in a 2-2 tie, with the decider being on E1M2. And I've mentioned this in the past. I've talked about this game in the past, and now I really want to show it to you guys to show how good of a game it was on E1M2, and the level of play of these players. It's quite astonishing to see how good they are. And so let's open up the demo, but pause it and give you guys a little bit of insight here. But yeah, this is 2010. So we're gonna pause the game and allow you guys into the game. Let's see. All right, we can all see. Okay, good. All right, so SlackerS versus the Viper Squad. We got Murdoch, Paradox, Zero, and Carl on Team SlackerS versus Blaze, Imminent, Milton, and Xantum. Can you imagine these? Can you imagine these teams? Like, this is the top of the top of the best of the best on a deciding game 5 on E1M2. This is the E1M2, indeed. So we're gonna introduce some volume. Oops. And let's see what happens in this game, and we're also gonna use auto track here, because it's a 4-on-4. At least for the start of it. And yeah, so this, mind you, this is 3:11 in the morning, so everyone is a little bit tired. So there might be a few mistakes, but this finals, as you can see, everyone is on 12 ping, everyone is at the LAN, and yeah, deciding the rest of us were in like, they had like a cinema area in the venue, so we got to see it all on like a cinema screen, like a huge screen, big screen, and yeah, it was just amazing to see this game live, and I was there, and yeah, this game will, I think I'll remember this game when I'm 70 years old or something, and I'll still remember this game. So let's see. Let's start the game and see what happens. Also, take a look at the new lit textures and everything on this map, by the way. But yeah, Milton is gonna get the first quad. He doesn't have a weapon. The first rocket launcher did go to Murdoch, and he's in Mega, which is very normal for the first rocket launcher, of course. Milton just trying to stay alive here with a quad, and manages to do so. And this is what I tell so many people to do with the first quad. So if you get the first quad, if you manage to get the second or third, actually the second yellow armor here, just go through and go get the second rocket launcher, which is exactly what Milton is doing here. And you can see how he's spamming that he's coming for this rocket launcher. So the second rocket launcher will definitely go to Milton here. And I think this is very good. A very good first quad. Even though they didn't get the first rocket launcher, they still got an advantage out of this. So let's keep going. That's the second rocket launcher, goes to Milton. With some support from Blaze, he's also gonna make it out of there alive. I don't know if they have. Oh, okay, so Blaze picked up the Mega. That was actually a sort of a mistake because Blaze did not have any weapon. Paradox is gonna steal the quad, so the quad is kind of denied. And Murdoch, still with that first rocket launcher, he still hasn't died, no. Milton, Blaze, and Murdoch, none of them have died yet. And Murdoch oh, that's a nice rocket. Making a move here for the yellow, making sure that it's safe. Another perfect direct hit. Milton is still alive somewhere with that second rocket launcher that he picked up. He's in Mega. Waiting for that Mega. You can see the spam of reports. Make sure that everybody knows where they are. But Murdoch here with that still that first rocket launcher of the game. Still alive, staying alive. Milton still hasn't died, and neither has Murdoch. They're both at 14 frags. Kind of interesting to see how they are neck and neck. He's gonna miss out on that yellow armor, however. He kills the yellow armor, but he doesn't get it himself. So I don't know if he wants to attack the Mega here. That is very, very, very scary because, yeah, there's a Milton in there. Milton still hasn't died. And neither has Murdoch. Just gonna make sure that he gets the yellow armor here. And mind you guys, this is like the top of the line, like the best E1M2 players in the world. Murdoch doing a great job. Like, I want to pause here actually. So the quad is coming up in 10 seconds. A lot of people will sometimes hide in here and start spamming here or here, which is not the way to defend this quad. You want to have some control over this area because there are two spawns here and they could go and try to steal it. But the way to defend this quad on E1M2 is to be on these stairs. Just like Murdoch was doing here. He was spamming down here because this is where most people will come from and try to get up these stairs and get to the quad. But if you're at the top of these stairs, you can either be here and spam grenades, or you can just stand here and just spam rockets, which is yeah, it is the way to go. But let's continue watching. So Murdoch still controlling as much as he can, spamming a little bit. And yeah, this is the spawn that you want to take care of. But Paradox is going to pick up the quad, but Murdoch still hasn't died, nor has Milton. Mind you, we're so far into this game. We're almost 4 minutes in, and neither Milton nor Murdoch has died a single time. Which goes to show how important it is to survive on this map. Paradox is going to go for the Milton here, and Milton is going to die for the first time of the game. Great attack from Paradox. He knew that that was a rocket launcher, and he did everything he could to attack. He's going to go down himself, but that's okay. He did kill the rocket launcher. Now, Imminent does have a rocket launcher on Team TVS, the Viper squad. And he's at the bridge. But yeah, once again, Murdoch defending the quad exactly how you should. On the stairs, making sure that yellow is safe here. And then going back to quad, I would assume. The quad is about to spawn, and he's going to get a nice double kill here. Still hasn't died, by the way, Murdoch. And he's on 32 frags already. And we're only 4 minutes 20 seconds into the game. And pausing here. So the SlackerS, they do have a great lead, mostly thanks to Murdoch. He hasn't died yet. He got the very, very first rocket launcher of the entire game. And he's kept it and stayed alive ever since then. Great job by him. And as you can see in the bottom right corner, they do have 3 rocket launchers now against the 1 of Blaze in TVS. So they definitely have an advantage at this point. Let's continue. Let's see when Murdoch will die for the first time. Nice job there. He has armor himself, saving some for Zero. Paradox did go down somewhere, so they lost one rocket launcher, but that's okay. Seem to have some kind of timing on this mega because it's about to spawn. It's very, very close to the quad though. So Murdoch, yeah, he's actually gonna abandon the post and go for the quad instead. And there's Blaze, and there we go. The first death of Murdoch came from Blaze when he tried to go up these stairs. This is so dangerous. I think they mistimed the mega a little bit. Murdoch was waiting for the mega. If he had gotten that and then done that, maybe it would have worked better for him. But yeah, this time it didn't work out. So the first death of Murdoch happens 5 minutes and 5 seconds into the game. And he's already got 35 frags. Let's keep going. So here's Carl. He's pretty much the support player of SlackerS at this LAN. Slightly less experienced than the other SlackerS players, but definitely not bad by any means. Ooh, that was a grenade straight to his face, which means he's gonna go down to Milton, and we're back to watching Milton a little bit here. Milton has managed to die 8 times here, but you know, once you die once, you're very probable to you know, go down a couple of more times. Oh, I love this blue lightning over here. If you can see it, the blue lighting that BTS has created. But Milton just waiting for the mega. He's gonna ignore the quad, which I think is the right idea. The quad is gonna go down, and Milton, I think he got the mega, but he's very low. I can see that in the bottom right. But it did survive. And right now, the Viper squad has 2 rocket launcher against none. And we get to see Immonen do some work with his rocket launcher and get a new yellow armor. There's gonna be one more yellow before the quad, but I don't think that Immonen. Well, maybe he's gonna go there first and secure it for his team. Maybe even ignore the quad altogether. We'll see. He's gonna pick it up anyways. Perfect timing. And at this point, SlackerS has the lead by 2 frags. And here comes the quad. 3 seconds. Immonen is so low. Yeah, he's even gonna back out of there. I love that play. I'm gonna pause here. So what Immonen did, and he actually goes down just as I say that. Zero is gonna kill him here. You can see his dead body just, yeah, about to die here. But what he did, I love what he did. He realized that he's not gonna survive. He had a rocket launcher, and he realized that he's not gonna survive this quad. So what he did was he tried to back out and get some health and just ignore the quad, which I think is the correct decision, especially on a map like E1M2. Unfortunately, Zero came here and killed him, so he did go down eventually, leaving the quad for Xantum, however. So let's keep going. Xantum doesn't have a weapon, just a boomstick. They're still gonna save the yellow armor for him, and he might dive down for the next rocket launcher in 10 seconds. Yep, he is. Eating a grenade, but that's okay because he has a yellow armor. There goes the rocket launcher for Xantum. They're even on rocket launchers now and almost even on frags. And mind you, this is the, like, they're literally playing on the big screen here at the, like, the grand finals of the 4-on-4 tournament at QH LAN 14. Like, there is a lot of nerves involved in this. It's not just, you know, your average game that you play every night, you know, or your average mix or anything. This is at LAN. This is the grand finals, the deciding map. They're already tied 2-2. So a couple of team kills happening here. SlackerS still in small lead by 5 frags, trading quite well. And Carl is the only rocket launcher alive at this point. He does have the mega and the yellow armor though, so he's in pretty good shape here. Just needs to keep sure that keep the yellow armor secure for his team. Probably not gonna pick that up himself unless he's forced to. He might be forced to here because he's gonna lose this fight against Milton. Milton is down to 6 HP. He's also gonna go down to 0. Blaze getting 3 kills in a row, killing pretty much the entire enemy team. So Blaze getting 3 very nice frags there. The quad is coming up and so is the mega, but I don't think that Blaze is gonna be able to go for the quad. The quad is gonna be a boomstick probably, or a super nail gun, and go down. And now, as you can see, SlackerS are in the lead by, well, they're tied because Milton got that kill. And if we pause here just to see the scores, so Murdoch and Milton definitely carrying their teams at this point. Paradox doing a good job as well, and Blaze, Imminent, and Xantum doing a good job supporting Milton here. But one important thing to look at here is that Murdoch has only died 16 times and Milton has only died 14 times. And that's almost after 10 minutes on E1M2. That's pretty impressive. It's very hard for me to explain, but it is extremely impressive. But let's keep going. So we get to watch Milton a little bit. Gets a double frag there. And the yellow armor. He's probably gonna go get some health here. Or that's what he's looking for at least. Up the buckshot as well. Nice mid-air, and now just probably gonna start getting ready for the quad. Look at how many rockets he has, by the way. 53 rockets. Something you don't see every day on E1M2. And oh, the SlackerS team doing a really good job here trying to defend the quad, and Milton might go down here. He's down to 1 HP. Eventually he goes down to Paradox. And Murdoch is going to pick up the quad. He also has a rocket launcher, but he's also very, very low. And he's going to go down to Imminent. So still mayhem all over the place. Xantum with a rocket launcher here in Mega. But he might go down here as well. 1 HP. And he's also going to drop a pack to end Carl. But end Carl... Okay, I want to touch on this before we continue. So, Xantum, as you can see here... He reports that he dropped a rocket launcher pack at Mega. Immediately, you could see the TVS team flooding and Carl down. So he was here just trying to survive. But he didn't survive longer than like 3 seconds. Because they knew that he had a rocket launcher. So they knew that they had to kill him. And I love that play. That immediate like, okay, I dropped the pack at Mega, go kill him. And they immediately did. I love that. I love that play. So keep going. Paradox also gonna go down. So at this point, there's not a single rocket launcher on the map. And this is usually how it looks like when the very, very top players play a map like E1M2. They are so good at knowing where the enemy rockets are and managing to flood them down and kill them. So it's very, very common for neither team to have a rocket launcher, which is something that is like you mostly only see that on the very, very top level of play. So right now, no rocket launchers on either team, and a 6 frag difference. The Viper squad are in the lead, and we still have 9 minutes to go of the game. Let's continue. So rocket launcher is about to spawn in 5 seconds. Let's see which team gets it. It's gonna be Paradox. Still a 6 frag lead, by the way, in favor of TVS. And that, well, just as I say that, they make it to a 4 frag lead. And only 1 rocket launcher on the map, which is Paradox, of course. Another one is about to spawn, and look at this play from Paradox. Look at this, look at this. So, he got the last rocket launcher, then he went to get a yellow, and then he comes back into the rocket launcher room to secure the next rocket launcher for his team. Now, I'm not sure, it's about to spawn in 1 second, so Milton might, because of this missed rocket, Milton might pick this up and then die. But I love the play by Paradox to try to help Zero to get this next rocket launcher. That would have given them 2 rocket launchers to none, which would have been amazing. But I do think that Milton might be getting this because of this missed rocket. We'll see. No, never mind. Alright, so Paradox managed to secure that for Zero. So now they had 2 rocket launchers and they're almost tied once again. Paradox just barely surviving here with 21 HP. And SlackerS are back in the lead, 143 to 141. 8 minutes to go. Just gonna go to start and just... And look at this. Okay, yeah. He realized he was a little bit late on the timing, but Murdoch was already there. So Murdoch gets the next... So the last 3 rocket launchers have gone to SlackerS. Zero does go down somewhere and apparently leaves a pack as well for Eminem. Here, SlackerS getting quite a bit of a lead just because of those rocket launchers, of course. Like that, if you get those rocket launchers, you're gonna get a couple of frags for free. And Paradox doing everything he can. Look at this. I mean, once again, I'm sorry that I'm pausing so much, but look at this. Milton and Eminem, they both knew that there was an enemy rocket launcher at end, and they both go in just balls deep trying to kill Paradox here because he had a rocket launcher, and it works out. And yeah, I just love that play. This is communication at its best to make sure to kill the enemy rocket launchers. But yeah, let's keep going. Murdoch, however, still has a rocket launcher at yellow. And Quad is coming up. So we have an 11 frag lead for SlackerS. Murdoch is getting ready for the quad. Here we go. You can see Murdoch on 57 frags, Milton on 54. Beautiful rocket by Murdoch. Eminem trying to spam his heart out with that super nail gun to avoid Murdoch to get to this yellow, but it doesn't work. This is a pretty good lead now for SlackerS at this point, almost 20 frags. Oh, and that's a suicide, which means there's a pack there. Not sure who's gonna pick it up or who picked it up. I think it might have been Milton, actually. Yeah, because he's at bridge. And he did go down, however. So he didn't survive with that. But yeah, some more quad mayhem. We all know this mayhem at quad on E1M2. And Paradox is gonna go down to Imminent. Imminent actually killing 2 players, but then suiciding. So that's another pack, and it's picked up by Carl, it looks like. Milton getting ready for this rocket launcher spawn, and the timings of these players is just so perfect. Like Milton, for example, knows exactly when the rocket launcher is about to spawn. It's never just gonna sit there, you know, and nobody going for it because people lose timing of it. That's never gonna happen on this level. This is the top level that you will ever see, so to speak, on E1M2. But yeah, a pretty substantial lead here for SlackerS. 20 frags with 5 minutes to go, but Milton does have a rocket launcher and he's in good shape here. And Carl is going to be spammed down here. And Xantum also has a rocket launcher now. So Xantum and Milton both have a rocket launcher against none of the SlackerS team. So the Viper squad definitely in a favorable position here. And you can see that on the frags as well. 194 to 181. Mind you, this is the decider of a LAN tournament with prize money and everything. And as you can see on the kill feed, Milton getting a couple of frags, and they're closing in on the frags at this point. Nice play there from Xantum, waiting for his teammates to jump in first so that he doesn't get spammed down too much. But he's still gonna go down eventually. And now look at the frag. 6 frag difference. 4 minutes remaining. Milton's still alive with 93 rockets. And that I have to pause here again. I'm so sorry, but this is such a good play by Xantum. So what he did here, he knows that Milton is getting ready for the quad. He is so healthy. But since Milton is in the box waiting for the quad, what Xantum does here is that he goes down these stairs and makes sure that no SlackerS player, like Xantum doesn't have a weapon here. He doesn't have a weapon. He only has a boomstick, but he kind of blocks people and distracts them. So if you're Carl, for example, or whoever this was who just died, you have to focus on Xantum first before you can go up these stairs and go for Milton at the quad area, which is so good play. This is perfect play by Xantum and secures this quad for Milton. So still a 6 frag lead. Milton with the quad here is pretty low though. So needs some HP. He's gonna get a little bit here. He's down to 24. Needs this yellow armor, and then he's probably gonna escape through the telly and try to get a little bit of HP here. He picks up 1. Goes to start to get a little bit more, and 1 frag difference now. 2 frags. 3 minutes remaining. And as you can see, Murdoch is fully aware of that Milton is low. Look at them trying to flood him here. They're doing exactly what I want them to do. It's just that Milton is doing a great job defending. But, oh, what a nice grenade from Paradox, by the way, bringing Milton down. Xantum is going to pick up the quad, but he doesn't have any weapon or any armor, so he's going to go down as well. Still a 1 frag difference on E1M2. 2 frag difference. Milton with 76 frags. Murdoch with 68. I'll show this a little bit more for a little bit longer. Paradox is going to pick up this mega. They're getting ready for this next quad coming up in about 20 seconds-ish. Yeah, even though Paradox is healthier, he still opts to kind of back off a little bit. Too many enemies and you don't want to die with this rocket launcher. It is the only rocket launcher on the map, by the way. Always keep track of the team info in the lower right corner. So Murdoch is going to pick up a rocket launcher as well now. But he was the only rocket launcher for quite a while there. So he only has to survive. Gets the quad. And 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. A 2 frag difference. And now they're tied. Look at... Oh, okay, I just missed it. But yeah, they were tied at 2-2-2. With 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining of the game. Let's keep going. The ending of this. This is the grand finals, the deciding game, and Paradox is gonna drop a pack here, but Murdoch is gonna pick it up anyways. And now SlackerS taking a small lead. 2 frags, 1 frag. And Paradox gets a telefrag on Milton. Xantum does have a rocket launcher for Team Viper Squad. and Murdoch being the only one for Team SlackerS. And look at this teamwork for this quad. The entire team coming in first, allowing Murdoch to get to the quad. And TVS is in the lead by 1 frag at this point. Alright, let's pause it here. 2 frag lead for TVS with 40 seconds remaining. The quad is just spawning and Murdoch is here. And he's gonna pick it up. 1 frag difference. 30 seconds. Let's see what Murdoch does. He's gonna go for the yellow, I believe. SlackerS takes the lead by 1 frag at this point. There's no rocket launchers on Team Viper Squad. 2 on Team SlackerS. And this is the final moments of this game that was such a nail biter. Sitting in the cinema watching this on the big screen, 2 frag difference, and I'm gonna slow this down. So Murdoch has the quad here. Milton has a rocket launcher. So look in the bottom right corner. Milton has a rocket launcher. Murdoch and Carl has one as well. And 15 seconds remaining, 2 frag difference. So let's slow this down. We go slow motion here. Murdoch comes here, jumps down, and guess what happens here? So still a 2 frag difference. Look at the stack of Murdoch. And here we go. Boom. There's Milton. He just barely dodged that rocket. And Murdoch almost suicides. He's got 7 HP. With 11 seconds remaining. Imagine what would have happened if Murdoch died here. And maybe Milton spawns and gets the pack or whatever. But yeah, the last few seconds here we can do slow motion. Murdoch gets a kill. Milton actually did. He actually did spawn crossing. He actually did spawn here. This is the pack that he just left from that grenade. So imagine if Murdoch, if he bores there and Milton picks up the pack, this could have gone either way. So 7 HP could have been the difference of this game. But as you can see, a 3 frag lead for Team SlackerS. And of course, they are gonna win by a total of 5 frag difference. 239 to 234. And the final score, as you can see, Murdoch 80 frags, Milton 81. And looking at the, yeah, you can see people just like screaming like, how does this even happen? This is an older demo, so we don't get all the same information here, but the efficiency goes to Milton. That is pretty huge. But I do want to check the as it's you know, as it's E1M2. I always want to check the shotgun percentages. So 0 with 41.9. That's very good. Paradox 48.9. That's also very good. That's very close to amazing. Murdoch 46. That's very good. And Carl 49.4. That's even closer to amazing. And for team the Viper Squad, Blaze with 54.1. That's amazing shotgun percentage. Imminent 38.5. That's okay. Close to very good. Xantum with 42.5. That's very good. And Milton with 41.1. Also very good. So yeah, this is my favorite game of all time. I might be biased because I saw it live in a cinema screen, like in a cinema atmosphere as well, with all the, you know, the sound and the surround sound and everything, and it was just the best decider of all time at a QH LAN. It was QH LAN 14, and this was the deciding game, and they win it by 5 frags, and especially the ending where Murdoch could have, Murdoch could have bored there, and it could have gone to the Viper Squad instead. This tournament was also very interesting because Milton did win the 1-on-1, so that's 1 tournament that the Viper Squad won, so to speak, because he was a part of the Viper Squad at the time. So Milton won the 1-on-1 tournament. Sudden Death won the 2-on-2 tournament, BPS and Goblin. So Sudden Death got a win in one of the modes. And then, of course, SlackerS here won the 4-on-4 tournament. So the top 3 teams at the time, pretty much, got 1 win each on in one mode each. So it was just an amazing LAN, an amazing finish. This, of course, being the last game of the entire tournament. And, or well, the entire LAN, to be honest. And SlackerS win by 5 frags. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but this is definitely my favorite 4-on-4 game of all time.